What's up, bitches? I got a cat. Ain't she cute? Oh, it's a boy. Sorry. Ain't he cute? Ugh, come on, just pretend you love me. We're gonna be talking about books that I would sell my soul to the devil for to read again for the first time, because there's nothing better than wanting to sell your soul to the devil, in my opinion. So I actually don't have them with me. They're still on my bookshelf, so I'm gonna have to get them one at a time. So intermission. First on the list is the entire Throne of Glass series. I only have the first book because I do not have the arm strength to carry 20,000 pounds of books, because that's honestly about how much it weighs, I think. I truly do not believe that I have ever read a fantasy where I wanted to claw my eyes out, my ears out, throw up, cry, shit, everything at the same time. And if you want to feel those things, this one's for you, this one's for you. I honestly, well, that's it. Sarah J. Maas is honestly the queen of romantasy, fantasy, everything fantasy. She's the queen of. I felt like I was inside this book fighting battles with them. I was there kicking ass, okay? I was there with them. I also traveled around Erylia with them the entire time. I was there. I don't know where I was, but I was there, okay? That's what it feels like reading this book. You are just there with them. This is so immersive. The details. Oh my god. Yes, just yes. I would totally sell my soul to the devil to read this for the first time. And then we have two books from the All Saints series by L.J. Shen. I don't hear these books talked about enough. They honestly give Joey Lynch in rehab. No, okay. The entire series was amazing. I think I gave all 4 books 5 fat fucking stars. But these two specifically are stuck to me like a leech. A leech. They're leeching off of me every day. Every time I think about them, I'm ill. So Broken Night, which is the second book, follows Night Cole and Luna Rexworth. I think that's how you say her name, Rexroth. If you like Saving 6 and Redeeming 6, you will like this. This follows Night, who is struggling with addiction, and Luna, who is trying to free him from that, and she goes through a lot of shit. Well, no, sorry. Let me rephrase that. He puts her through a lot of fucking shit that he really didn't need to. For what? For what? I love a book that, I love a book with the main male character is broken and he needs fixing. Just anything along those lines, sign me up. I'm gonna give it 5 stars, because there's nothing better than reading about a broken male. Then we have Damaged Goods, which is the 4th and the last book in the All Saints series. This follows Bailey and Lev, and Lev is actually Knight's little brother. And this is kind of the same concept, except switch it around, swap places, and Bailey, the female, is struggling with addiction, and Lev is trying to help her overcome it in every way he can. This was really good. I don't have anything bad to say about this. Like, this was perfection in a book. These 2 books, honestly, again, the entire series is to die for, but these 2 specifically, I don't think will ever, come out of my head. Then I have The Oath We Give by Monty J. Oh my god. Silas and Caroline have my heart for the rest of eternity. My Silas went through so much shit, and this poor fucking guy, he fakes schizophrenia for her. He fakes it. And he did a damn good job, because he had me fooled. He had me fucking fooled, that's for sure. I thought this man had schizophrenia. He doesn't. He doesn't. I think that Silas deserves he deserves to sleep with a cold pillow every night. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna fucking say about this one, because it is that good. And if you're gonna read this is the Hollow Boy series. This is the last book in the series. If you're gonna read this, you have to go into this completely blind, because I did, and it was the best experience ever. And I would give anything to read about Silas and Caroline again, because they're that couple. They're just them. Would this truly be a sell my soul to the devil to read a book again for the first time video without Nikolai and Brandon? I don't think so. God of Fury by Rena Kent. Words cannot even describe how amazing this fucking book was. I don't know how many pages was it. 1 second. 600 pages. It could have been 1,600 pages. No, not could have. It should have been 1,600 pages. Because I could read a whole biography with 20,000 pages of these two, and I would not be bored. I would not leave my house until all of those pages were read. That is how much I adore these two. Now, this is an MM romance. Oh, fuck. I get teary-eyed thinking about these two. And my poor Brandon. He deserved so much better. And he got better. Nikolai gave him the better that he deserved. Again, I'm not going to say absolutely anything about the plot in this book, because it does not deserve. The plot needs to stay here. Let me flip to the first page. I'll read you a sentence. What's the first sentence? What changed? What changed? That's all I'm gonna give you. The entire Shatter Me series. Even the novellas, every single word and syllable and period on this page, in all of these pages, I would sell my soul to the devil to even read a sentence from this book again for the first time. That's how serious I am about this. Aaron fucking Warner, the man that you are. The man that you are. It is incredible that he came out of someone's mind. This is not a real man. That is very fucking unfortunate, because if he was, well, I wouldn't be here talking. I would not be here talking right now. I would be in whatever fucking continent he's in. I would be there. You know, I just realized this is not the first book. I think this is actually the last book. Yeah, it is. So we're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna pretend this says Shatter Me. And you know what? Shatter Me, the title of the first book, the title of the series, resonates with my soul so much, because it in fact did fucking shatter me, and I can't even think about it. This follows Juliet and my man Aaron Warner, and they basically, it's kind of like Hunger Games and Divergent scrambled into one. They are fighting against, I forget who they are fighting against, but they are fighting against the government, because the government is doing shady shit. They're clumping groups of people together. They're lying to everybody's faces. It's very intense. And honestly, if you like Divergent and the Hunger Games, this is that combined. And there's, I can't remember how many books there are, but there's so many books, and I just never wanted it to end. And I'm so sad that I've already read this, because then I see people on TikTok who are like reading Shatter Me for the first time, and I want to fucking climb in a hole and die, because I want to experience this for the first time, and it's not fucking fair. It's not fucking fair. I regret reading this. I regret reading this, because I wish I could read it for the first time right now, but I unfortunately can't because I've already read it. Okay, so this one is way out of my alley. I am a dark romance girly by heart, but I have never felt pain like I felt pain reading this book. Archer, oh my god, he is an angel and I love him so fucking much, and I cried so much for him. The shit that he went through was devastating. I feel for him on so many levels, and I know it's fake, okay? I know it's fiction, but Archer Hale, I love you, and I will protect you and your name for the rest of my life. I've never seen anybody talk bad about this man because there's nothing bad to say about him. He is the definition of a golden retriever. The exact definition is what he is. And I read this probably 2 years ago, and I still think about this daily. I think about this while I'm sleeping, eating, showering, working, driving, watching TV, coloring, turning the lights on. He's always in the back of my head, this poor baby. And I'm so happy he got a happy ending because he deserves nothing but the best. I saved my favorite for last, and that is Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. Damon Torrance. So Devil's Night was one of the first dark romance series that I ever read, and this is the book that has changed my perspective on dark romance. And I went from Colleen Hoover and I'm blanking, I don't know, but Colleen Hoover and writers like Colleen Hoover to Penelope Douglas, and it changed my life. It really fucking did. Damon Torrance and Will Grayson. That also was my first MM experience, or MM because they weren't really together, but this was my first MM experience, and it changed the trajectory of my entire life. I was a different person after reading this book specifically. Kill Switch. Damon and Winter, oh my god, she sent him to prison. She sent him to fucking prison. I love them. I love them with my whole fucking heart. Can you be gentle? She asked. I don't do gentle. Oh, Damon. So I see a lot of people talk down on him, and I understand why. Everybody has a different taste in reading, and everybody likes different things, so tweak your own. To each your own. This is my shit right here. I devoured this in one day. Yeah. Anyways, so those, I don't even know how many books that was. I'm not gonna count them either. But that was a list of books that I would sell my soul to read again for the first time. To the devil. I struggle finding books a lot of the time because I am such a severe mood reader. I will start a book that I think I'm gonna like, and it's just not, there's just one detail about it that I didn't want, and I immediately hate it. So I struggle finding books that are perfection. So all of those books mean a lot to me, because I haven't read a 5-star book in, I want to say, months. I think the last 5-star book I've read was Daggermouth, and I do not have that book, unfortunately, because if I could own that book, I would own every edition. But for some fucking reason, I cannot find it anywhere. I've looked on every single website, every store. It's vanished off the face of the earth. But everybody has a copy, but me. And I'm kind of pissed about that. But whatever, it doesn't matter. yeah, so I highly recommend any of those books. Pick and choose wisely. Remember, I am a dark romance reader, and most of those books were dark romance, and they might not be everybody's forte. And that's okay, because they're fucking mine. They're fucking mine, I'll tell you that for free. So, yeah, read them and love them. Love them. Okay, bye.